Hi, welcome to yogadownload.com. I'm Jackie Casal Mahrou, and I'm going to be leading you through today's class, Daily Decompression. You could do this class really any time of day. It's designed just to help you decompress your spine and elongate your spine, and also to help you decompress your mind and let go of stress and tension. If you like this class, please check out some of my other classes on yogadownload.com. Let's go ahead and begin in a comfortable seated position. So you can cross your legs if that's comfy for you, or just sit any way that you'd like. Bring your hands to your knees and close your eyes. Take a moment here just to get grounded, just to feel your skin and your body, to feel your breath, just to check in with yourself, to arrive in the present moment as you let go of all the stuff that you're thinking about, all the thoughts that you cling to. Just become free from them for the moment, for the rest of this short class. We'll start now just to breathe together deeply. Take a full, deep breath in together. Exhale, let it out. Inhale. And exhale. A deep breath in. And let it go. Vanda Scarvelli, the author of Awakening the Spine, tells us that elongation and length can only occur when the pushing and pulling comes to an end. So I invite you today not to push or to pull through your practice, and also to let go of the pushing and the pulling and the tugging of your thoughts. Just be present as you move through these postures. Slowly open your eyes and make your way forward to tabletop position. Stacking your shoulders on top of your elbows and your wrists. You're on all fours here and hips directly above your knees. We'll start with some slow cat-cow breaths. Arch your back, tilt your tailbone, look up towards the ceiling and take a deep and full breath in. As you exhale now, you tilt your tailbone, you round your back, and you let your head and your neck fall. Inhale, slowly arch your back. Feel the length, find the length, look up. Round your spine as you exhale, just balancing the front and the back of your body. One more time through. Inhale, slowly arch, lift, lengthen. Exhale, round. Head and neck fall. Come back to a neutral position, a neutral spine. Spinal balance here. Reach your right arm forward and extend your left leg straight back. And this will help strengthen the deep muscles of your core, which is wonderful for spinal health, for decompression. Do the best that you can to balance and reach in opposing directions so that you can find the natural traction. And slowly release right hand down, lower left knee to the mat. Reach your left arm forward and extend your right leg straight back, reaching in opposing directions, lengthening through your spine. Breathe deep as you hold. And then very slowly release back to tabletop. Toes pose. Curl your toes to the mat. Walk your hands back towards your knees, and you could stop walking at any time. Continue walking if you can so that you bring your hands right up onto your thighs. And if you're able, you'll sit your glutes against the back of your heels to add a little pressure on your feet to stretch the fascia, that layer. Loosening everything here today, all the way from toes to head. And it's okay if your hands are forward and you're leaning forward. You just come in as deep into each one of these postures as you can today. Take one more breath here. Let it out. And then release. Come to all fours, point your toes, and then circle them around. Getting rid of any cracks, pops. And now we're ready for downward facing dog. So curl your toes to the mat and lift your hips up in the air so your butt is the highest point here. Feel free to bend your knees if you need to. Feet hip width distance apart. Firm your thighs. Press your hands deeply into the mat and find length through your spine. Very important to press down through the inside of your hand as well as the outside. The inside tends to naturally come up, so you've got to consciously press it down. We spend all day with our head above our hips. So here your head's below your hips, so there is a natural traction going on as your head pulls away from your tailbone and you lengthen all the muscles that get compressed all day. Take some deep breaths as you hold. Press the earth away. And slowly release, walking forward towards the top of your yoga mat. Bring your feet hip width distance apart. We'll take halfway lift from here. So take the palms of your hands to the front of your shins and lengthen your spine. Lift your chest so that your back looks flat on the outside like a table. But you're lengthening really here. We're lengthening our spine. And on the inside, our spine has a beautiful curvature that we want to keep. Stay strong and lengthen the crown of your head forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and slowly bow down over your two legs and just melt. Doesn't matter how deep you are in this forward bend, as long as you could feel it. Feel free to bend your knees as much as you need to. Sometimes bending your knees will bring you a little bit more into your back and less into your hamstrings. As you straighten your legs more, you'll feel it more in your hamstrings. Come as deep as you can and know that the more you practice this or any yoga class, the more flexible you'll become, the healthier your spine and your entire body, mind, and spirit will be. Slowly from here, rise up. Take your hands to your hips and look forward so that you're coming up with a long, strong, flat back. Come all the way up to standing. From here, bring your hands behind your back. Interlace them. Look up towards the ceiling and begin to lift your chest up. Just a gentle back bend here to open up the front of your body. Squeeze your shoulders together behind you and feel the opening. And then release to center. Take your right hand and grab a hold of your left wrist. Pull down on your left wrist and bring your right shoulder, your right ear rather, towards your right shoulder. So stretch the left side of your neck. And slowly come up. Take now your left hand to your right wrist. Pull down on your right wrist with your left hand and lean your left ear towards your left shoulder. Feel the stretch all throughout the muscles of your neck, upper spine, cervical spine. And release to center. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. Reach your arms up and over your head. Bend your elbows here and grab a hold of each opposite elbow. Lengthen through the sides of your body and then lean gently over to your right side. Pull up on your elbows a little bit with your hands and press down evenly through both of your feet. Hold here and breathe deeply and fully. And release up to center, lift and lengthen, and then lean over to the left, still holding onto your elbows and pressing down through both of your feet. Pull your chin a little bit away from your chest and press down as you lift up and lean over to the side. And release. Rise up. Mountain pose. Reach your arms straight up. Stretch up and out of your waist. Reach up as tall as you can and pretend like you have a giant beach ball in between your hands and you're squeezing that ball. That will help you find more length. At the same time, press your feet into the mat and firm your legs. Take a big, giant breath in here. And then slowly from here, take your hands through your heart and bow forward, coming back in to a forward bend. Folding in half, seeing if maybe you could go a little bit deeper here. Melt in, surrender. And then gently from here, bring your hands to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog once again. Stretch everything out, enjoy the natural traction. Take a full giant breath in. Exhale as you slowly lean yourself forward towards a plank position, and then we'll lower all the way down to the mat. So on your belly here, interlace your hands behind your back. If you're not able to interlace them, just try to grab each opposite wrist or just get as close as you can. Separate your feet hip-width distance apart too. Slowly pull your shoulders together behind you. Lift your legs and lift your chest right off the mat. Don't lift so high that it hurts or strains your back. Just lift so that you can feel the stretch and the length through the front of your body and the strength in the back of your body. Take a full giant breath in and release down gently. Bring your hands right underneath you. Press back up to tabletop position. 2 more rounds of cat-cow from here. Arch your back, look up and find length. Round your spine, pull your belly in and up, and let your head and neck fall. 1 more time. Arch, look up, lengthen, round, pull belly in and up, and let your head fall. And then from here, thread the needle. Take your right arm and bring it out to the side. And then take your right arm in front of your left, so closer to your body than your left hand, and take your right shoulder and your right ear to the mat. Look up if you need a visual at the screen. Your right ear comes to the mat. Now walk your left arm forward. And at the same time, you're reaching your right arm to the right. Stretching your shoulders, the part of your body that holds a lot of tension. Still detaching from all the thoughts that are trying to interrupt the moment. Let them go. Finding ease. Connecting mind's eye to breath. And release, left hand to the mat. Come back to tabletop position. And we'll move into the other side. Left arm out to the left. And then left shoulder, left ear comes to your yoga mat. You look right. Reach your right arm way forward, and you can pull your right hand as far as you can forward, kind of gripping the floor or the mat as you do so. Stretching your shoulders, getting a little bit of rotation through the upper spine. Full deep breaths here. And then release. Bring your hands to the mat and come to tabletop position. From here, you can just have a seat. And we'll move in to Matsyendrasana, seated spine twist. So bend your left knee and then take your right foot and bring it across your left bent knee. If this is challenging for you, you can straighten your left leg instead. Take your right hand and bring it behind you and reach your left arm up high, find length. And then take your left elbow to or towards the outside of your right knee as you stay long through your spine, and then twist. Just rotation of your spine. So important for mobility, so important for spinal health. The more you do this, the looser you will get, the better this will feel. The freer that we feel in our bodies, the freer we feel in our lives. Stay for a breath. and let it out. And then return back to center. We'll take the other side. Bend your right knee on the bottom. Take your left leg, your left foot, and bring it across your bent right knee. So the bottom of your left foot is to the floor. Left hand comes behind you like a kickstand. Bring it close in to your low back. Right arm reaches high for length, and then take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee and twist to the left. Stay tall and long in your spine. If you're slouching and rounded, you're not going to get a good twist. The taller that you could sit, the deeper you'll go and the safer your spine twist will be. Keep core muscles and abdominal muscles strong and rinse the spine. Also rinse away tension, negative thoughts, doubt, judgment. Let that go. And release. Slowly come to your center. From here, we'll move into legs up the wall for 1 minute. So move to a wall, or you can really rest your legs up on any structure that works for you, or a tree if you're outside. But you'll make your way to the wall. And the best way to get into it seems easy, but it's harder than you think. You sit next to the wall. So sit next to your wall, and as you lower back, you swing your legs up. So your legs and your heels will rest against the wall, and your arms by your side. And you can scoot yourself up if you need to a little closer to your wall. You don't want your hips to be directly touching the wall. Give yourself a little space. And while you're here, you can just let your feet fall out. Just do what's comfortable. Let yourself rest and relax. This pose brings you into your more calming nervous system. It can help lower your blood pressure. It can help relieve tension, reduce stress. It's good for anxiety if you suffer from it. So lie here for just a minute, letting the blood flow out of your feet and towards your hips. And just put your feet up and chill. This is also great for your spine. Just breathe in a natural way. Stay here for a few more breaths. Mindfully bend your knees, roll onto your right or left side, and press yourself back up. Make your way back onto your yoga mat, wherever it is, and lie on your back for a hip opener. From here, we'll take eye of the needle. So you lie on your back and you bend both knees at 90 degrees. Take your right ankle in front of your left knee. And then take your right hand through that little triangular hole you've made and grab the inner left knee or hamstring. Left hand grabs the outer knee or hamstring, and you pull in deeply. Glutes are tense, pelvis is tense, it connects to the spine. Just decompress here, unravel. We get wound up so tightly. Just breathe the tension away and let yourself soften. And release. We'll switch sides. Take your left ankle in front of your right knee. Left hand goes through that little triangular hole you've made and grabs the inner knee. Right hand grabs the outer knee. And you pull it in deep to a point where you feel that intensity in your glute. And notice how the sensation changes as you hold the posture. It shifts. Sometimes it gets more intense, sometimes it gets less intense. Focus on your very deep breathing as you hold here. Give it another breath. And slowly from here, release and make your way to Shavasana. So lie on your back. Bring your palms up to face the ceiling and close your eyes. Let your whole body just rest against the floor and feel the support of the floor or the earth, the ground beneath you. Just breathe here in a natural way. Allow yourself to relax, to melt like ice melts. Turn more fluid. Give yourself this time to totally decompress and to tune in to your spirit. I'll leave you here today in Shavasana so you could stay as long as you'd like in this relaxing posture. Stay for at least a minute, or what feels like a minute to you, at least, before getting up. And carry this peaceful and grounded feeling with you through the rest of your day or evening. Thank you all so much. Namaste.